The largest church and dome in the world sits atop a secret many don't know about. This is St. Peter's Basilica, the Vatican's shining jewel and easily the most awe-inspiring church in Christendom. The gold-coffered ceiling rises 150 feet to the heavens. The hundreds of statues start at 6 feet near the ground and grow to 24 feet at the top. It's quite literally biblical in scale and overwhelming for the senses. I was personally moved to tears when I first entered, but what is even more fascinating is what lies beneath. It took 120 years and 5 architects to build the current basilica. It is the second iteration of St. Peter's, the first being erected by Emperor Constantine in the 4th century AD and lasted until 1506. An impressive amount of time, but even more impressive is the fact that the current basilica, in large part, is built atop the former foundation, and yet it's what lies below that foundation that many have no idea about. In the 1940s, during the Second World War, a discovery was made in the grottos underneath the basilica, when a series of archaeological excavations was ordered by Pope Pius XII. What they uncovered was an ancient Roman necropolis. How did this happen? When Constantine decided to erect a basilica around the tomb of St. Peter the Apostle, it meant leveling areas of Vatican Hill. The problem was, a Roman necropolis extended over the southern slopes. The wealthier family tombs often had second floors, and because burial grounds were sacred, they couldn't destroy them, even though they were pagan. So instead, they moved 40,000 cubic meters of earth atop the necropolis, in some cases even removing the second stories of the tombs, burying it, and thus freezing it in time. Only a small portion of the necropolis is visible today, as excavating any more would compromise the structural integrity of the basilica above, most of the necropolis resting right underneath the central nave. But what is uncovered is a haunting and beautiful display of Roman artistry, tradition, and ceremony, each tomb like a home. Courtyards once filled with plants and sunlight now covered in everlasting darkness, murals and mosaics representing the lives and the families of those entombed there. It is perhaps one of the most otherworldly places I've ever experienced. Amazingly, you can actually visit the site on the Scavi tour, easily the hardest tour to procure in all of Rome, but it does allow you to pay your respects to the ancient people buried and forgotten below the gilded floors of the basilica, as well as visit one of the holiest sites in Christendom, the tomb of St. Peter the Apostle. So if you find yourself in the ethereal halls of the Basilica of St. Peter, finding yourself gazing upwards, don't forget to take a moment to cast your eyes down, as you are standing in a building that is quite literally being held up by the people of the past.